I use the cards to help you plan and prepare for the week ahead. Now, today is the last day of 2019. It is December 31st, New Year's Eve. We are heading into 2020. So, last week, if you watched last week's video or listened to the podcast, then you know I did a forecast for the entire year of 2020. So I pulled a card that was the theme for the year. That card was the Six of Cups reversed. And then I also pulled 12 more cards for each month of the year. So the card that I pulled for January was the Ace of Pentacles. So our focus for January is the Ace of Pentacles. The theme for the year was the Six of Cups reversed, which is all about reflecting on things that have happened, but in a sense of letting go of those things that are no longer serving you and improving on those areas that you need to improve on. So the theme for 2020 is reflection and letting go. So you guys are going to be reflecting on those things that you need to let go of, those things that you need to improve on, and using that information to create the lives that you want to create in 2020. That being said, let's go ahead and get started with the monthly spread for the month of January. So I designed a spread based on our focus for January. So the focus for January, as I said, is the Ace of Pentacles. That is all about planting those seeds. Planting the seeds that is going to give you the foundation to create that wealth and prosperity that you guys are looking to build and create in 2020. So we have 3 cards today, 3 positions. The first card that we're going to talk about is going to be what you guys need to be releasing. So, going back to the theme of 2020, which is letting go, what is it that you guys need to let go of in January? And Judgment reverse. So, you guys are holding on to judgment, and I don't feel like it's judgment of others so much as judgment for yourselves. So you guys are really coming down hard on yourself, being very critical of yourself because of your past mistakes. So again, that reflection, that letting go, tying all of this together for January. You guys are living in a space right now where you keep replaying your mistakes. You're living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? And because of that, you guys are really just being super judgmental or about yourself. So you guys are treating yourself in a way that you try not to treat others, which makes no sense, right? So you guys are trying to live this life of abundance and positivity and just really doing things to uplift those around you, but you're not doing that for yourself. You guys are being very critical, you're being judgmental, and you are just coming down hard on yourself for mistakes that you've made in the past. You can't go back and change them. All you can do is learn from them and move forward. So what you guys need to release in January is that judgment. You guys need to let it go, accept that whatever happened, happened, and keep it moving. All right? So what seeds do you guys need to be planting? Because the theme of January, the focus of January is planting those seeds. So what seeds do you guys need to be planting? What do you need to be focusing on, and as you prepare to build, and create the life, the abundance, the prosperity that you are looking to create in 2020. And the Six of Swords. It is all about leaving those things that no longer serve you behind. What you guys need to be planting, what you guys need to be focused on in January is really moving on to that next thing. So you see these figures in the boat. They packed up their swords. They've got what they need to protect them, what they need to keep them safe, what they need to get them to that next place, wherever it is they're going. And that's the energy that you guys need to embrace and embody this month. You guys need to leave those things that are not serving you. You guys need to leave that judgment in December 2019. Do not put it in that boat with you. Do not carry that judgment, that criticism that you guys have for yourself into January 2020. Leave it in December 2019. It's not coming with you into the new year, into the new month. So you're leaving that behind, and the seeds that you are planting, what you guys are building on, what you guys are trying to really grow is that new phase, that new chapter, those new beginnings. Again, going back to that Ace of Pentacles, it all connects, guys. That Ace of Pentacles is all about new beginnings, the promise of abundance and prosperity. That is what you guys are focused on. Those are the seeds that you need to be planting. But in order to do that, you have to leave that judgment behind, and you have to be open and ready to go into the next chapter. You guys have to be open and ready to accept some new things into your life. You guys have to be willing to move. So for some of you guys, this seed that you guys are going to be planting might actually be a new job. It might be a new home, or like a completely new location, like a relocation. Whatever this change, this movement is, this new venture that you guys are going to be embarking upon, it is going to require you to leave those things that are no longer serving you in the past. All right. So, finally, our last card, our last position is, what are those things that you need to improve upon? Going back to the theme for 2020, which is reflection, letting things go, but also reflecting and figuring out what it is you can improve upon. So, what can you improve upon in January? What area should you be focused on improving in January? And King of Pentacles reverse. So not only are you guys planting those seeds in January, and I mean, that is the perfect theme, the perfect card to represent January. The Ace of Pentacles, that promise of new beginnings, of the beginning of abundance, of prosperity. But in order to successfully have those seeds grow, so you're not just planting them, but you're going to have to nurture them, right? You're going to have to tend to them so that those seeds turn into plants. They turn into flowers, they turn into trees, they turn into fruit. Whatever it is you are planting and hoping to harvest, you're going to have to tend to those seeds. So that King of Pentacles is really, he's like the business mogul of tarot. He is in control of his health, his wealth, his home, all of the material things in this life, in this realm, the king is on top of. He has all of that under control. He's a great budgeter. He is a really business savvy entrepreneur. He's got all of that under control. So, and this king for January for you guys is reversed. That energy is blocked. So you guys might need to take a budgeting course. You guys might need to take a business course. There is some area, some aspect related to your business, your money, your job, your finances that you guys need to work on improving upon this month. So those seeds that you're planting are going to have a really hard time growing into the crop that you hope to harvest if you guys do not learn the skills, the business, the financial, the material skills that you guys are lacking in order to properly tend to those seeds. And that is what the King of Pentacles reverse is reminding you to work on, to focus on this month. So that is the reading for January 2020. That is the monthly reading, again based on the forecast for 2020. So if you did not watch the forecast for 2020, I am going to leave the link to that video at the end of this video so you guys can watch that, see exactly what I'm talking about, and this will all make sense. This reading makes sense in isolation, but it would be really helpful, especially if you plan on continuing to watch this series throughout the year. If you guys are really trying to get that laser focus for 2020 and you guys are out here trying to crush these goals, be sure to check out that 2020 forecast, which again I will be linking at the end of this video, so you will not have to go searching for it. Check that out, watch that one, and then come back to this video and see how everything just ties nicely together. So I thank you so much for taking the time to watch or listen today if you are listening to the podcast. And I will see you back here again next Tuesday for another episode of Tarot Tuesdays here on Life Crystallized. And if you guys found this message helpful, if it resonated with you, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Life Crystallized on YouTube or iTunes or Google Podcasts or wherever it is you are listening to me or watching me. And be sure to hit that notification bell if you're watching this video on YouTube so that you don't miss any of my other videos. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, for hanging out and listening to this message, and I will see you next week.